Yes, I still have anxiety. Yes, I still feel my palms sweat, my heart race. Yes, the self-doubts creep in and the insecurities almost make me feel like an absolute piece of shit. But how and why? Why does a man who is in the process of social dynamics for well over 3 or 4 years still feels like he does not deserve to go approach that cute girl? Why does he still feel that he does not deserve to make that approach? Why does he still feel that he does not deserve the love, respect and the attention from that cute girl? I mean, I have the money, I have the style, I have the fitness, I have the social status. Hell, I even probably have the best possible social skills or social awareness to make an approach the best approach I could ever do, in theory. But why still the anxiety? Why still the self-doubt? Why still the insecurity? Because clearly, unlike the popular belief, the money, status and your six-pack abs clearly can't fix your approach or your social anxiety. Yes, unlike the most common blogs and videos addressing this problem, your financial gains or your fitness goals can't actually help you get rid of your approach anxiety. So, how can we save ourselves? How can you save yourself? Gentlemen, how can you help yourself and guide yourself out of this terrible situation? How can you be honestly okay with who you are, how you are, and go out and still make that damn approach? Gentlemen, how can you be a socially liberated and a personally fulfilled man even if you are someone like me who suffers from dreaded approach anxiety? Well, this episode of Men's Essentials is all about that. So, let's fix it. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials. Let's go. Intro. Okay, so before I start the video and dive deep into the mystic world of personal insecurities and social anxieties, you'll have to do me 2 quick small favors. One, if you are new to the channel, if you haven't seen any of our videos before, consider subscribing the channel and consider watching all the other 700 plus videos we have on social dynamics, personal transformation, style, fitness and good health. This channel has probably got the most timeless videos on personal transformation and I'm sure you will learn something or the other from all the previously uploaded videos. 2. If you are someone who is already a subscriber of the channel, if you are someone who has been watching videos on this channel for a while, do consider clicking that like and that share button down below. Also, write down your honest thoughts in the comment section box down below. It will help me understand your thoughts and it will help the YouTube algorithm gain more engagement on the video. The more the engagement, the better the chances of this video reaching out to someone or a man who is in actual desperate need. Cool? Sorted? You see, I believe I'm a man of the 21st century. Yes, a man who's actually living in 2021 and is not from 1750s. Yes, a man from this epic century who actually believes in the idea of equality, liberty, freedom and the pure pursuit of a man's or a woman's passion. But all this honesty, equality and liberty comes at a price. A price that has heavily tinkered the reality of our way of life. I mean, men are most insecure about their masculinity now than ever. Women are desperately dying for their true masculine energy more than ever. But gentlemen, the sad reality of our society, especially the urban Indian society, is this fact that we still have not grown up. I mean, we sure may claim so, we sure may think so, but we still have not grown up. Now don't get me wrong here, we were a very forward, we were a very progressive society. A society that was probably looked upon from the West during the ancient times. But then the colonies came in, they ruled and we became much more prude, regressive and dogmatic than the colonies itself. So almost 75 years of independence and we have still not internalized the true 21st century. And this causes most of the current problems, especially the urban current problems. Now see, there is no denying the fact that toxic masculinity is bad. I mean, if you have been watching my videos, you would know for a fact that I am not a fan of it and I don't promote it, so don't get me wrong here. But we as society, we as a collective urban society of this country have kind of ruined it for our very own self by our very own conscious brain. I mean, sure, we did manage to progress, we did manage to achieve some great things in this world, but we are still struggling to find our own urban societal norms. And every man from the cities have some way or the other suffered from it. Yes, your boy Mayank as well. I mean, we are not living in the times when we used to get married when we were 13 or 14 years old. The world has progressed and we are not dying at the age of 32. But for some apparent reason, we still can't accept the truth and we still can't see the truth for what and how it is supposed to be. I mean, at least every man from the developed cities in this country suffers from any one form of anxiety. It could be things as simple and as evolutionary as an approach anxiety, financial anxiety, or the anxiety about the future, the career, the happiness, or your own health and image. Now the problem isn't entirely us, the men and the women. Gentlemen, I rather believe the real problem is in the acceptance and the advancement of our own society. I mean, it is totally okay to be anxious. It is okay to have some sort of self-doubts and insecurities instilled in you. Because the sad reality of the matter is, that's the society where we are living in. So, in whatever situation we are in, it's okay to be anxious. If you are a 20-something-year-old watching this video from any one of the metropolitan cities of the country, do understand this fact that you come from a very hybrid society. A society that is confused with the Western and the Indian culture of beings, and the society that is trying to change you and mold you to their own personal needs. So, if you are an urban modern man of this country, it's nearly impossible for you to get rid of your anxiety. You have been living with it for 20 years. You have been ingrained with those anxieties for 20 years. Now you simply can't expect yourself to get rid of it in 2 or 3 months. But you know what you can do instead, what you should do however, is the fact that you should accept your insecurity, you should accept your self-doubts, you should accept yourself for who you are and go ahead and make that approach anyway. Because your acceptance gives you clarity and clarity gives you your confidence. Yes, I am not perfect. Yes, I have anxieties. Yes, I have my self-doubts, and yes, I may not be the ideal, typical, perfect man for this approach or for this job or for this different career path I'm about to step in. But guess what? I am going to do it anyway. I am going to deal with my anxieties. I'm going to accept my insecurities and move ahead with this anyway. Because I am totally okay, I'm absolutely okay not being the perfect ideal man according to the society. Because I am perfect for myself. As long as I'm not harming someone, as long as I'm not breaking any laws, as long as I'm not doing something against the constitution of the country where I live in, I am totally fine in being the imperfect version of my honest self. I'm okay to run out of thoughts. I'm okay to have my palms sweat. I'm okay to stammer. I'm okay to be super nervous in doing something that I haven't ever done in my life. In this case, maybe an approach to a cute girl. But I am going to accept the truth and I am going to go ahead and make that approach regardless. Because gentlemen, the anxieties aren't going anywhere. The insecurities aren't dying any soon. But she might, the job might, or the opportunity which I'm looking at might just disappear. My sweaty palms and my racing heart is not going to settle down. My conscious self simply can't transform itself against the societal norms. That takes time, that takes a lot of self-work. So, my truth, my honest truth is something I can accept. And if I can accept and deal with it, I'd rather go ahead and make that approach happen. Because what are my chances otherwise? What are my chances to be happy and fulfilled otherwise? Gentlemen, what are my chances? What are our chances if we start giving into our anxieties and don't do that exact thing which we are supposed to do at that given time? What are the chances you will ever get to know about this girl? What are the chances you will ever experience this new career move that you are planning? What are the chances you will actually find a great friend? What are the chances that you will actually be very happy by trying to make this change? Gentlemen, what are the chances of I truly, honestly transforming and improving myself if I can't accept myself and my flaws and my insecurities? These are the questions you have to keep asking yourself. These are the thoughts I want to ingrain in your brain cells. Now yes, the reason I'm so passionate about approach anxiety in specific, approach anxiety in general, is because I suffer from it on a daily basis, especially amidst this corona situation where I haven't been even out for a year, almost a year. There's this recent time when I have got back to my gym and the recent time I'm trying to socialize. But now, being an introvert and being at home for almost a year and a half, my approach anxiety is at an all-time high. My approach anxiety is all over my cry. Now sure, I may not have any other form of anxieties as of now, but this one anxiety is crippling enough for me to be dead serious and empathetic about this topic. I mean, I have always suffered from it the very first time I made my very first approach. So the least I can do is start accepting it, start living with it, and go ahead and do what's needed to be done anyway. Because you know what? The sooner I accepted my flaws, the sooner I accepted the fact that I do have approach anxiety, the better the approaches got. The easier the approaches become. So it does not matter whether you're an introverted shy guy like me or if you are an extroverted social freak. There'll be some sort of anxieties instilled in you by the society regardless. For some it could be the money, for some it could be social interactions, for some it could be sex, for some it could be anything in any way, shape or form. The only solution to your anxieties is accept it, embrace it, identify it as a part of who you are, and go ahead and make that approach, finish that task, take that job anyway. Yes, the anxieties are indeed the side effect of the toxic societal norm. And yes, the only way I think we can fix it, you and I can fix it, is by embracing the essence of true empowerment to both men and women when they are at their early young phases of life. So, the next time you see a cute girl in a cute dress with a cute smile and some curly hair, embrace your masculinity, embrace your anxiety, accept your insecurities, and go ahead and say hi and make that approach anyway. It is normal, gentlemen. It is normal for a man to be attracted to a woman. It is normal for a man to emote his physical attraction to a pretty woman. The question I ask, however, is what are you going to do about it? Are you going to give in to your self-doubts, your insecurities and your misbeliefs, or are you going to accept it for what it is and deal with it anyway? Like I said, I've been with women for 10 years and I've been in the process of social dynamics for about 3 or 4 years, and I still have some crazy approach anxiety. And guess what? I'll have it forever. Hell, I think I'll even take it to my grave with me. But that's what I have to accept about my reality. That's what I have to be totally very okay with. It's about time we start addressing these things for what they are and how they are, and learn to deal with it with true honesty instead of trying to find shortcuts or gimmicks or quick fixes around it. If you go out and expose yourself to things that make you anxious, the better are your chances of accepting your flaws, your insecurities and your anxieties, and the happier you'll be. Because no matter what, no matter how, I can't let this societal bullshit take control of your 21st century modern masculinity. It's about time you embrace it. It's about time you accept it. And I hope and pray that you, my friend, you do the same. Anyway, this was a long one. This was a very important one. Something that I wanted to address, something that I wanted to share since a very long time. Now, in case you're wondering where you can learn more about approach anxiety, social dynamics, relationships, and women in general, then you can check out TMB Evolve, our 17 episode season 1 of the Epic Transformation Bootcamp at tmbevolve.com. Barely costs you 400 rupees or something like that because it's on sale. And the amount of value you get from this 17 episode show or the very first season of the Evolve is absolutely crazy. It's mostly in English, 90% of it is in English, 10% would be some fun Hindi in there. But for the urban modern men of this country, this season or this series or this bootcamp is going to change your life upside down. Just a taped recording of 17 episodes barely will take you 2 hours to watch, but this 2 hours is actually going to give you perspective on things that you haven't ever thought of or tried to understand before. Check it out at tmbevolve.com. And in case you're wondering how can you transform your image and style and how can you get this amazing shirt by TMB Basics at tmbasics.com, well then you can get it at tmbasics.com from mid-April to the April end of 2021. Like I said, we have around 10 or 11 new products coming in. This is one of our second shirts or third shirt. I may not show you all the shirts because if I do, then I'll lose the excitement from it. But hey, this is one of our shirts. This is the second shirt. In case you haven't seen the very first shirt, which I wore and shown in the previous video, you can check it out. I think you should watch the previous video as well because that's one of the most important videos I've ever made on the channel. But yeah, the second shirt, the polos, chinos and jeans coming up online at tmbasics.com very, very soon, almost in no time. So get excited, get hyped, check out TMB Evolve, learn from it and let me know your thoughts about it as well. I'll see you soon in the next one. I'll get back to TMB Evolve and TMB Basics. Dress up, stay strong, stay stylish. And if you ever see a cute girl next time, embrace your insecurities, accept your anxieties, and go say hi and have a great conversation. See you soon in the next one, gentlemen. Jai Hind. Take care.